But they are not having a Today Special. It's gonna be Marla Wynn is gonna have that Today Special. So I just kind of wanted to give that heads up. I didn't want anyone to be disappointed. But Lisa is sticking with us for our Health and Wellness Hour. I'm your host, Robin. Thank you so much for tuning into HSN. This hour, we're focusing in on you. How do you feel? Are you suffering from allergies? Are you suffering from sinus congestion? Are you suffering from the mounds of pollen? And I literally mean mounds. My driveway is covered in pollen, and I just keep praying for lots of rain, and then it rains and it just sprinkles, right? And I'm like, it's not washing it away. Wash it away, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, we have a solution for you, and you are truly going to be amazed at how this can bathe, cleanse, and moisturize those nasal passages and offer you incredible relief. As I mentioned in the little promo of this coming up, I said this is my husband's favorite item outside of all the vitamins we take from Andrew Lessman. And that's saying a lot because we love his vitamins. But one thing, we went on vacation just recently. Guess what got packed in the suitcase? Navage. It went with us because, I mean, my husband uses this every single day. No messy neti pot, no measuring. It used to be the day he'd have the big salt container. Sitting on the counter, and then he'd put too much salt, and then he'd choke. Well, Navage, it's already pre-measured for you. It's amazing. I'm gonna zip it. See, when you own something, you can just talk and talk and talk.
Right, I know, it's exciting.
I'm sorry.
Not at all, listen. We love bringing this, what we call nature's decongestion to people because it has revolutionized nasal irrigation, which has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. But what this does is it brings a motor right into the center that you can hold in your hand. It's battery operated. It comes with the batteries installed. So you don't have to figure even that out. You just get it home, you put water in it, and I have a couple preset to show you. The clean water goes from the top, comes out one side, flushes through your sinuses, and brings all the funk, the gunk, the encrustations down into the bottom. And I have one preset. I like to use...
How do I know how much water to put in it?
Okay, that's a great question. So it has a fill line. I'll pull this back up so you can see. Can you see that? I think you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
And again, it's a little bit fuzzy because again, I like to use warm water because it's just comfy on my nose. And the top here, you just open it up and you take the SaltPod, and it has a foil on the one side of it. And
you get 38 of those.
Yeah, it's a great
38 SaltPods.
Amazing.
It is.
Because you can do the Navage challenge that way. We like to tell folks to try it out, to give it a test run, do it every day for 10 days, and give yourself that reset to the sinuses.
It really does.
And you know,
so we just pop it in the top.
I popped it in. See, I'm so used to it. I'm just like, boop,
that's great. Now it goes upside down.
That's the foil side goes down, so it's going to open, and then. Boom, that's all my mixing. I have figured that all out. That's it.
I don't have to pour the salt in. See, I told you it was easy.
That's right. And so, as you can see, and I started to talk about this a little bit, the water goes in one side and out the other, but this docking station rotates around 360 degrees, so you can set it up for whichever side is more clogged up on any given day, or even at a different time in the day.
Because it may change.
It changes.
I mean, maybe it's your left nostril that you feel the congestion, and then maybe a week later it's going to be the right.
Right.
Well, they're so smart at Navage, they made it revert so you can switch between the two.
That's right. And you know, because it's drug-free, if you need to use it a second time in the day or a third time, you can. And
How often should we use it?
Well, I use it every day after I brush my teeth in the morning. And so it's funny that you mentioned the pollen because I realized it with the stuff in the driveway, but it was when my husband was like, oh, I'm getting my sinus headache. And I was like, no, I'm not.
I think your husband's using this now.
Well, yeah, that was like, it's like, you got to start Navaging, because he doesn't have, like, I am a person who wants to use it every day. If you're only an occasional sufferer.
Uses it every day.
Yeah, and you know, it's better than the other thing. Oh, look at that, I'm already starting. It's a simple push button operation. I just push the one button, and you can see it's draining out of the top, it's going through my sinuses, and it's coming out onto the bottom.
And you're still talking.
I'm still talking. It's amazing.
It is, and I think
it's already
what you'll
done.
see is that gentle powered suction. That is what's going to safely, effectively bathe, cleanse our eyes, and moisturize the nasal passages. So it pulls it all out and flushes it through. So it just comes out the other side, but it's not spilling everywhere. You don't feel messy. It is so simple and easy to do. It is a fast, drug-free relief from sinus congestion. I like that it's compact. It's not overly big. Now you are we getting the docking station?
Yes.
You know what's interesting? My husband, I don't think came with that when we originally launched it.
Oh, this is the best because it dries it off. This is what I put mine on to dry it off every day.
So we're calling it the Caddy.
Yeah.
I feel like the Caddy was an upsell. I know that's lingo for HSN.
It may happen, and I keep my pods right here, so it's super compact, real small footprint.
And it dries it out.
Do you have the stomach for it? To see what came out of my nose?
Well, I don't know. Show us. Go ahead. It's a love-hate thing.
They made it clear. It is a love-hate thing. They made it. Look at that giant.
Yes.
Do you see that?
I can see it.
I don't know if you can catch it on the camera. It is.
Oh, I do see it right.
Disgusting.
Yes.
I feel so much better, but you don't.
Wow, look.
You cannot get that out. Turn it that way. Is that?
There it is.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. I know it's kind of like look away, but yes, you want to look. But I will tell you.
I'd rather have it there than in my nose, and it feels amazing. I'm moisturized and hydrated, energized.
So now, do I need to clean this in any way?
Oh yeah, I rinse mine out after every use with warm water, and then sometimes I'll take just a little very mild soap and give it a good rinse.
Shake.
I wouldn't throw it in the dishwasher, nothing like that.
Okay.
And I take a little brush and just through the nose pods.
Okay,
I do that about once a week.
You get the nose pods because you only get one set, so you get those coming included.
That's right.
You're going to get the system itself, the Caddy, plus you're going to get 38 of the pre-measured salt pods. So those have the perfect ratio to water to salt. So it's perfect. They're pre-measured for you. It could not be easier. If you would like additional salt pads, we have salt packs. We have a 90 pack available. It's 097623. 097623, and that's going to be a 90 pack that you're going to get included. But we're going to take a listen to a doctor, and we'll be right back.
As an ear, nose, and throat physician, I've recommended it for years. Until recently, the only systems available have been neti pots and squeeze bottles. These push salt water through the nose. Navage is different. It pulls saline through the nose with powered suction, flushing out mucus, dust, and allergens. My patients love Navage.
You're the doctor. Flushing out mucus. I mean, you literally could see that in the one that Lisa just did.
Yeah.
And, and I think it's important. I know it's gross, but that is when it's all clogged or you sound nasally or you have the sinus pressure in your head and you feel like, oh my gosh. Sometimes my husband's is so bad, like it's debilitating. Like he feels like he has to put ice on his head. Yeah. He wants to go lay in a dark, lay down.
Right.
This is something he does every single morning. We even, I think on hsn.com, we may have the SaltPods on auto ship.
Yes,
because
that's a great value.
A great way. Like you can always get those SaltPods coming. But if someone's new to this and has never seen it, walk us through what we can achieve with this.
Well, I love this animation because it shows you what it's doing. It's using the power of water to thoroughly flush out and cleanse whatever is in your sinuses. Your nose is your body's air filter. You can't change it, so you gotta wash it. You can't just.
Whoever thinks of washing it?
I know.
Right?
But you wouldn't.
Honestly,
you wouldn't dream of like not changing the oil filter on your car, or you even clean the filter on your vacuum, or there are lots of filters that we clean now instead of change, and so we're familiar with the process. But this is the difference between say like brushing dirt off of your clothes as opposed to washing them, and you want to give yourself that extra boost. I know I do, and I can tell the difference every day. And again, because it's drug-free, I can do it again.
Right, and think about how many prescriptions or over-the-counter things you go and buy for sinus congestion, for mucus, for blockage, for you can't breathe. How many, like those, I remember my husband before using the Navage, like all the little sticks, what are those, like menthol sticks, like you stick in your nose?
Yes,
to try to help breathe and clear.
Yes,
because
to
like
expand.
Like underneath, like your nasal passages that go around above
and
here.
all that stuff is pricey.
I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm just, from what I experience with my husband. I'm trying to reiterate to you, but if you have sinus issues, you know what I'm talking about, that pressure that just happens in and around the eyes, the head. This is a system that, 30-day returns. Get it at home and try it. The system, you're getting the Caddy coming included, so that's gonna allow it to air dry properly. Just give it a little rinse after each use, and you're ready to go. You get the little silicone tips for the nose.
That's right.
So you get a nice flush fit, so it goes in one nose, out the other. And then Lisa, will you show us how we can switch that if it's the other, if it's the left nostril or right nostril?
So if you have a clogged, I'm more clogged on my left side, and so counterintuitively, you want the water coming into the left side, and so you can see there's a little arrow there. All you have to do is switch this around, and boom, it changes the direction of the water flow. The one that's pointing towards your face is the side that's coming in, so if that's the more clogged side, that's the side you want coming in, and the one that's pointing away is gonna bring that water down into the bottom tank, and it's as easy as switching sides.
Now, do I need batteries? Do I need
It comes with the
plug
batteries. That's the greatest thing. You don't have to charge it.
Right.
And the batteries last for a long time. But if you start to feel like, oh, I'm having trouble, you probably want to change the batteries.
Okay, where do the batteries
go? The
go?
batteries go right here on the bottom. And again, they're already installed, so you don't even have to figure that out. But you know, we've all got those eyeglass screws, and this comes out super easily. Boom,
so those
you
are
pop it off.
pre-installed?
Pre-installed.
Okay,
so you have everything you need to get started and start giving yourself that natural relief, that decongestant.
No prescription required.
Needed, that's right.
Right, and I love what Lisa just said. She goes, I can do it again because it's safe and natural and effective.
And it feels good.
And you're not neti potting yourself.
That's right.
Like I've seen my husband do that and I'm like, it's dripping everywhere.
How? Do you want me to show it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go.
We have 1 minute left.
1 minute. Well, see, that's the great thing. It's so quick. And a neti pot, first of all, I'd never do it on television. I'd never do it in my clothes. I'd never do it in my makeup. And I couldn't do it in under a minute. I mean, now we're well under a minute. And like, here it's going. It's just doing what it does best, which is cleaning out my nose. One push operation. You could see that water going into the bottom, that water and that other. I think, oh God, I could see a floater right now.
Oh, I can too. We'll come back. I promise, we'll come back. But
oh my God.
Girl, that is so good. Okay, so it's that gentle powered suction to pull the clean saline in one side and then around the back of the nose and out the other side. And that's what's gonna push and flush. Just think of like you're flushing a force of water, but it's gentle and effective. It's a drug-free, prescription-free way that you can get it. Let's show.
I can't even. That tells you how much pollen.
Wait, can they, wait.
Are you seeing
it? This way.
Oh.
That. I don't think I've seen that much come out of you in any other presentation.
No, well, I'm telling you what, it's the pollen, it's spring, and I haven't done it since this morning.
And remind our viewers how often to do that.
Once a day, but when you first try it, do it twice a day for 10 days, and you're gonna get a whole reset.
And don't forget, you get all the